the black cat. Nazir was lovingly called Jira Muhammad by his parents. Whenever someone asked him, "Son, what is your name?" he would proudly answer in his lisping voice, "Jira," and feel very happy. His mother would kiss his dark cheeks, hug him tightly, and laugh affectionately at his childish speech. Parents love all their children equally, but they often show extra affection to the younger child or the one with some flaw, so that the child does not feel inferior to others. Nazir's complexion was darker than that of his siblings, and smallpox scars had made his appearance even less attractive. Because of this, his mother loved Nazir more than Bashra and Bashir. Bashra was fair-skinned with golden hair and looked like a foreign doll when she wore a frock. Bashir too had a wheatish complexion and handsome features. Both were older than Nazir. Whenever Bashra or Bashir were upset with Nazir, or when he refused to share his sweets, they would tease him by chanting, "Jira! Black Jira! Muhammad!" Angry and hurt, Nazir would curse them. May Bashra die. May Bashir's face turn black. But the more he reacted, the more they teased him. When Nazir's father's friends or guests saw Nazir, they often laughed and said, "Mr. Majid, this one of yours is quite unique. Poor child is already dark, and smallpox has ruined his looks even more." Embarrassed, Nazir's father would reply, "He is a very good boy. Nazir is very intelligent in studies. If you see his drawings, you will be amazed." He would ask Nazir to bring his drawings, but Nazir would refuse to come in front of them. Even while playing in the street, if Nazir tried to join other children, someone would object. "We won't play with him. Just look at his face. It's like he just came out of a furnace." These words hurt Nazir so deeply that he would cry until he was breathless. Raising his hands, he would pray, "O Allah, why did you make me so ugly? Everyone makes fun of me. I can't bear this. Just give me death." Seeing him like this, his mother would take away the evil eye, hug him lovingly, and explain, "My son, outer beauty means nothing. True beauty is good character. Develop good qualities within yourself, and everyone will love you." At school, all the boys called him Black Jira, and gradually Nazir got used to the name. But in the 9th grade, Mahmud's mischief reopened his wounds. Mahmud was extremely proud of his looks. He had a fair complexion, curly hair, brown eyes, and rosy cheeks. He always wore the best clothes. Yet despite all this, he had no interest in studies. At home, he spent his time dressing up or playing cards and carom. In school, he disturbed everyone with his pranks. He was often punished but didn't care. He was used to beatings. Since he had failed 9th grade, he tried to dominate new students by bullying 1 or 2 boys daily, especially Nazir. Sometimes he would say, "Crows must have pecked at his face while he slept." Other times, "Look at his face, it looks like raindrops fell on wet mud." One day, when the teacher was absent, Mahmud gathered the boys and said, "Last night I saw a black cat in my dream. I was so scared my throat dried up. I wanted to scream but couldn't. My hands and feet went numb, and I even wet my bed. It was terrifying." "A black cat?" the boys asked, pretending to be shocked. "That cat," Mahmud said slowly, then grabbed Nazir by the shoulders and pulled him forward. "Look at him, exactly like that." The boys burst into laughter, but it felt like knives stabbed Nazir's heart. From that day on, the boys started calling him the Black Cat. Nazir complained to his mother and said angrily, "Mom, that boy insults me a lot. My blood boils. I might smash his head one day." His mother seated him beside her and said calmly, "My son, Mahmud is not your enemy. He teases you because you react. If you stop reacting, he will stop. I've told you before, looks last only a short time. True worth is skill and ability. When you enter practical life, people won't judge your face, they'll judge your abilities." These words deeply affected Nazir. He decided he would no longer be bothered by insults and would instead build his abilities. He immersed himself in studies. When tired, he would draw or perform science experiments. When sad, he wandered through fields, chased birds, bathed in canals, and enjoyed fresh air. This strengthened his body and lifted his spirits. Now he ignored Mahmud's mockery completely, smiling indifferently and walking away. When exams were held, Nazir stood first in the school, while Mahmud failed again. The teacher praised Nazir before the whole class and awarded him 10 rupees, scolding Mahmud harshly. Encouraged, Nazir worked even harder. He won prizes in speeches and drawing competitions. Students from lower classes began visiting his home for help. In matriculation, Nazir secured first position in the entire province and received a scholarship. In college, his talents flourished further. After completing B.Sc, he joined engineering. His love for drawing and science ensured his success. He completed the course with distinction, received a farewell party, and his photo appeared in newspapers. Later, Nazir joined the Public Works Department with a salary of 800 rupees. One day during an inspection, he saw a head clerk scolding a well-dressed clerk, saying, "Instead of dressing up so much, show some work. A man is valued for his work, not his appearance." That incompetent clerk was Mahmud. Seeing Nazir, Mahmud panicked, saluted, and then froze in shock. After Nazir left, Mahmud collapsed into his chair, holding his head. This high officer, this respected man living in a bungalow, riding in a car, is the same ugly classmate I once called a black cat. If only I had learned skills instead of admiring my looks, I wouldn't be a low-rank clerk today. Tears filled his eyes. He quickly wiped them with a handkerchief and bent over his papers again.